Hey guys, welcome to When Spirit Talks. I am Stephanie Ruth, your Psychic Reiki Master Teacher and Intuitive Psychic Development Mentor. In today's episode, we're going to talk about intuition, what it really is, how to recognize when it's speaking to you, and some practical ways to build that trust in your inner wisdom. So let's get it started. Every single one of you were born with something, and this is your intuition. And your intuition is telling you what you need to know, even when your conscious mind doesn't really know. Your intuition allows you to know without really understanding exactly why you know something. Your intuition is almost like a compass that is directing you towards the places you need to go for your highest good. Now, there are some people who were never taught to trust their intuition. There are some people who were taught that their intuition was nonsense. And then there are people ready to grow and expand your intuition. Here are some of the most common intuitive signals your body is getting. Goosebumps out of nowhere. So pay attention to what your body is telling you. Your intuition will communicate with you in a way that you understand. So you might get goosebumps, you might get chills, you might get that fluttery feeling in your stomach, you might have recurring thoughts, you might have ringing in your ears, you might have a feeling of deja vu, and you might even start to notice that your dreams get more vivid. If you are an empath or you're further along in your spiritual journey, you probably have already noticed all of these things. But if you haven't, start paying attention to it. And it's exactly what I love teaching in my psychic development program, because we are always getting signals from our intuition. Always, every single day, multiple times a day, your intuition is speaking to you. But if you don't know the language, if you don't understand how it's speaking to you, you're going to miss out on information that can really help you. And your intuition is sending you these signals so that you can become aware of something. Now, here's the thing. No one else can understand your intuitive signals. No one else can tell you exactly what they mean. This is a deeper journey into you understanding the signals you're getting, what they represent, and how it is playing out for you. So it's time to start paying attention to these things and noticing what's going on when you're receiving them. This is an exercise from my #1 best-selling book on how to strengthen your intuition. Now, here's what you have to do to strengthen your intuition. The first thing, I want you guys to start paying attention to what is happening when you get an intuitive signal. And again, intuitive signals can be different. Again, they can be goosebumps, ringing in your ears, noises, they can be sensations in your body, a flash of heat or a flash of cold. They could be an immediate feeling of dread or an immediate knowing of what you have to do. So when you get these signals, and usually they will come out of nowhere, and that's how you know it's your intuition. It will come out of nowhere. So when you notice them, what you want to do is you want to write down the exact sensation that you had, what time it was, what was happening before, what was happening after, and what was happening exactly when it happened. Put it in a journal and then write down on a scale of 1 to 10 or on a scale of 1 to 5, how strong was that intuitive signal? Was it super strong? So it was like on a scale of 1 to 5, it was a 5. You felt it with your entire body. It totally distracted you from what you were doing and you couldn't not pay attention to it. I would say that's a 5. If it was more like a 1, it was super subtle. So unless you were really paying attention and really in tune with what your body is telling you and how your body feels, a 1, you might not even feel it. So subtle. Here's the thing. Usually our intuition grows from subtle to strong. So things will start really subtly, and then over time, when you start becoming aware of them, when you start paying attention to them, it will begin to improve and your signals will get stronger. But it starts with awareness. So after you start keeping a log of the intuitive signals you're getting, when they happened, why they happened, what happened before or after or during, then you can start becoming aware of patterns. Your intuition will speak in patterns. So sometimes a signal means a certain thing to a certain person. It might mean that when you get goosebumps, spirit is trying to tell you yes. It could be that when you get a flash of cold and your whole body gets the chills, it could mean that your body is saying no. Everyone has their own meanings. Everyone has their own signals. What is a yes or a no for one person might be completely different from you. The only way you can identify what your intuitive signals are is by paying attention, becoming aware, writing them down, and noticing the patterns. Those are the most important things. When you have this notebook, when you have your logs, then it's time to start dissecting it. Understand what is happening. So if you're always noticing goosebumps, what is happening before, during, or after you're getting them? Over time, you might notice a pattern, and it might be the thing that helps you understand, what do goosebumps mean to me? When I am getting goosebumps, what is my intuition saying? So for example, if you're getting an intuitive signal where your left ear is ringing, it might mean that you need to pay attention to a specific message. A ringing in your right ear could signify a future auditory input that is telling you what you need to know. So it's important to start to discriminate between the signals you're getting and what they actually mean to you. To interpret your intuitive signals and messages, here's the thing you need to do. You need to find time to tune into your body and your higher self and your intuition. You might not understand what it means right away. It might take time. And so you need to cultivate a relationship with your intuition. Just as if you're walking down the street and you meet someone, you're not going to tell them your whole life story and they're not going to tell you theirs. If you're meeting someone new, it takes time to establish rapport. It takes time to connect with someone. It takes time to understand someone else's communication styles and how you are understanding what they're saying. It is the same thing with your intuition. It takes time to really identify how your intuition is speaking to you. The thing I love is that in my psychic development class, it is so wonderful to see, as we're going through the training of the 8 clairsenses and how to really tune into their signals and their messages, everyone always says that they are already getting them and they just never really paid attention. So start paying attention. Take time to connect with yourself. Find time to just breathe, be in your body, notice the sensations, and really get a hold on what is anxiety and what is intuition. I have a video on this, on how to tell whether it is an intuitive signal or whether it's an anxiety. So you can go take a listen to that, but it's really important to distinguish between, is this an anxious thought or is this an intuitive thought? And when your body is at ease, when your body is calm, when your body is grounded, when your body is receptive, it's so much easier for your body to understand, to relay the messages, and for your intuition to make sense. So let me know in the comments if it's easy for you to connect to your intuition, if you're just starting to connect to your intuition, what are your strongest intuitive signals? And if you want to share what those signals mean to you, let me know in the comments if it's easy for you to connect to your intuition, if you're just starting to connect to your intuition, what are your strongest intuitive signals? And remember to continue to develop this beautiful relationship with your intuition. It will serve you long term. If this episode resonated with you and you'd like to deepen your intuitive abilities, you can find psychic development trainings, Reiki courses, and intuitive mentorship opportunities on my website at liveandbreathereiki.com. And if you enjoyed today's episode, I'd be so grateful if you'd subscribe and leave a review. It helps more people discover the show. Until next time, when Spirit talks, it's time to listen.